Do you struggle to focus while reading, or do you read a whole page and realize you don't remember anything? Let's fix that too. Over the time, a lot of students have faced similar problems, all relating to unproductive study, their inability to balance their daily activities with their study routine. So, in this video, I'll share with you 5 study tips to study effectively. I would like you to stick to the end of this video because it could be a life-changing experience for you. I'm Fed by name, and I'm currently a second-year medical student. Effective study habits can make all the difference. With the right approach, you can stay focused, retain information, and achieve your academic goals. Subscribe if you want to learn smarter. First tip I'll be sharing with you is to set clear goals. You'll be surprised this came as my first. Setting clear goals involves identifying your main target and building up good momentum in order to sustain you through the long run. Clear goals gives you direction and focus. It enables you to remain focused on what you want to achieve. It brings about this sense of prioritization of your study time and allocating it effectively. As a student, part of your goal might be to study 2 hours every day, to complete an anatomy in-course slide, and also probably to complete the JAM syllabus twice before the exam. Now, looking at this, a timeline has been established which would facilitate the probability or the possibility of completing or achieving that main target. The second tip is to create a study schedule. It involves planning out your study sessions in advance, allocating specific times for each subject or courses. It could be in form of timetables or reading scheme. If necessary, you could use an app or calendar to stay organized. The main aim of a study plan is to remain organized and to avoid confusion on the subject or courses to study. I would advise you to fix a timeline alongside with your study plan to keep you on the track. Also, ensure one of your goals is to follow your study plan. The third tip I would like to talk about is using active learning techniques. In subsequent videos, I will talk about these active learning techniques. Engaging with the material you are reading or studying plays a vital role in studying effectively. A large number of students find it difficult to study for long hours, or they might even read for long hours without engaging with the material they are reading. As a result, assimilation becomes difficult. One active technique I use is summarizing notes in my own words. You can call it jotting. So always try to condense the main point while reading into a concise summary. Another technique is the active recall. This plays a very vital role in retaining information as it involves trying to recall information from your memory. Always try to recall key concepts, definitions, formula without rereading it. Sometimes I could be on the road and just try to recall whatever I've read previous days earlier. This helps a lot. It gives your brain this impulse that the information you're trying to remember is important. Another learning technique is using of mnemonics. Mnemonics are memory aids which help you associate something new with something familiar that you already know about. Creating acronyms or visual association helps you remember key concepts and retain more information. Other learning techniques involve teaching others to reinforce your own information, joining discussion groups, joining brainstorm sections, discussing with friends to gain new insight. Also, studying past questions, which helps you familiarize yourself with possible exams format or questions. The fourth study tip I'll be talking about is to minimize distractions. Distraction tends to decrease the productivity of reading. Creating a conducive environment for study is a key aspect in minimizing distractions. Most students have failed to study effectively due to distractions from phones, friends, even the environment. Find a quiet spot and avoid unnecessary means of distraction. Discipline will save you a lot of stress and will also help you to maximize your time effectively. A disciplined reader could study a material for 45 minutes, while it might take a distracted reader 2 hours to complete similar material, and yet he or she might not retain any information. Be disciplined. Also, to avoid distractions, you could use headphones or earplugs. This does not work for most people though, but you could figure out what works for you. The last tip I'll be sharing with you is to review regularly. Regular review helps to solidify information in your long-term memory. The human brain tends to discard information which it feels is irrelevant. I recommend you always review what you studied previously before attempting to engage with the new information. By incorporating regular review into your study routine, you can improve retention, build connection between new and old information, making it easier to apply it whenever it's necessary. I hope this video has helped you in one way or the other, because that's the main purpose. If you've not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification button. Also, make sure you comment and mention the study technique which you do use regularly. I'll be releasing further educational videos, and I want you to stay tuned. It's not about studying hard, it's about studying smart.